Hello friends, I'm Autogalius Magnus. Welcome back to my Napoleon Total War Europe campaign. Now, as you probably remember from my last episode, I have a neighbor outside shouting. No. I have Massena here, ready to attack an almost full stack of Austrians. And I'm going to go ahead and attack them, and hopefully they will stand and fight. And will they be helped? They will not be helped. I've cut them off from their reinforcements. I have more cavalry than they do. They have more guns than I do, however, but their guns are only, well, they do have one 12-pounder, and they have two 12-pounders, and three 6-pounders. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful with that. We do have 6-pounders, 8-pounders, we have three 8-pounders, and one 6-pounder, plus more infantry than they do. We should be able to win this without too much trouble. We also outnumber them, so let's go ahead and fight this on the battlefield. Alright, so we have Gendre Massena versus Karl von, I forget how to pronounce his name. Ostrich Teschen, I believe, but I'm sure I butchered that. Anyway, we are in the blue. We'll be attacking. They'll be in a low area. Well, not much lower than we are, actually, so we should be okay. I do not know where I'm going to put my cannon. Probably just try my best to hunker down in a central area, central battery, and pound on them as much as possible, while hopefully, with my more numerous cavalry, I'll be able to defeat their cavalry and then destroy their exposed batteries. That's my hope, but we shall see how this works out. And yeah, I would like to be able to take this time as well between battles, or as we're loading battles, to discuss Napoleon a little bit as a not only as a general but also as a statesman. I don't really like to say diplomat because he was not very diplomatic in our adjectival use of the term, but definitely he was a statesman and possessed certain qualities that I can say actually were quite positive for much of his success, obviously. So even though a lot of the, especially British and other European accounts that you might read about him or see about him was that he was hot-tempered and whatever, he did possess certain intellectual characteristics that I think actually led to his success, obviously, besides being just a general. But at any rate, I'm going to stop discussing that and start discussing this battle. Now, I do like this area, except it appears as though there's also a raised area in front of it, which will limit my cannon's ability to fire upon them. However, I could use that to fire possibly two this way, two that way. And so I probably will still put them on this central area. For better or for worse, that's what I'm going to do. And just, do I like that? Do I love it? It's not really. But that's about, well, let's see. I could put it, actually I could put them here. But these trees might actually block my cannon. Yeah, I don't think that's very good either. So this will probably be where I leave my cannon. Let's, yeah, this probably definitely is better than on the wing there with that rise there, and it's better than this wing as well, so I guess this is about as good as we're going to get here. You can hear the wind blowing in my ear. Let's over this way just a titch more. Alright. I don't have any old guard with which to protect my cannons, but I do have lots of chasseurs. So what do I want? Do I want chasseurs in the middle, or do I want fusilier of line? I will take 2 units of fusilier of line. And I'm doing this only because they have fewer cavalry than I do. I'll put them behind my cannons to protect my cannons. This side or that side is longer. This flank is actually a bit longer. What I might do is I may put 3 units of fusilier of line on my right. And then all of my chasseurs and 1 unit of fusilier of line on my left. Now that will make my left relatively more weaker when it comes to melee, but the upshot of that is that it will also be much more deadly at range. And I probably will also put my lancers on that flank as well. So let's take, this is a way in which I could select all of them. That's control, I believe. Yes, control. Alright. I want you all to be in skirmish mode, or light infantry tactics, or whatever it's called. Let's spread you friends out so you remain in contact with my fusilier of line, but that your ranks are still relatively deep. And I'm going to put my lancers and a unit of chasseurs probably in this flank area. Massena, there's no real way to protect you unless I put you, yeah, where will I put you to protect you? Probably as far back as possible. So we'll leave you here. And if you are fired upon, I will pull you back. Just because I don't want you to die. That would be terrible. Now, my chasseurs on this side will be right here. It'll be adding to the covering fire, or the fire that I'm able to give. Cannons, I would like for you to fire in this area. While you friends will be firing in this area, which is a bit up, but that's okay. That's totally fine. I don't really mind. Masena, let's pull you back as far as we can. Can we not do that? Let's get you running. Now, what do I want to do? They have 1 unit of cavalry here and 3 guns. And I'm going to use my chasseur-cheval to operate on this flank. That is the end of the map, however. So let's get you operating on that flank. We are firing up, okay. And we do have cavalry working on this flank, so let me get my lancers and my chasseur-cheval also on this flank. Let's get you running as well. And I think my cannon's causing any damage. Does not appear. Oh, they are causing a bit. Okay, good. It seems like we're bouncing cannonballs straight up, probably right off of this thing. Yeah, it's too bad. It's a terrain issue. All right, Cav. Let's send my lancers. What are these? They are in combat. Okay, we could send you friends forward and attack their cavalry. And so I probably shall. Let's have you run. While you friends probably... I'm going to be attacking with my left simply because I have more range here. So let's bring you friends up like this. They're kind of letting me move in, which is totally fine. They're going to try and hammer on me with their cavalry. Or sorry, with their cannon. It's a totally different things there. Alright, here I'm going to move my chasseur-cheval probably closer in here. And hopefully draw their cavalry out. If not, then no worries. It's not a problem. We're just skipping cannonballs here. And they don't appear to be firing upon us. Very much, anyway. This is chasseur-cheval. I would like to move them forward so we can get a shot in on their cavalry. And then if we draw them in, then I can bring my lancers around and hit them in the flank, potentially. Let's see if we can get some fire on them and kill a few of them. And we have. Wow. Excellent first volley. So just a cavalry battle right now. My chasseur are moving into position. You friends can start moving on the flank here if they're just going to stand there stationary. Keep firing. Don't stop firing. Keep firing. Can you fire again? It would be wonderful if you could. Took a big chunk out of them. They're killing more and more of them, and they're just standing there letting me butcher them. Very strange. We've killed almost half of them already. I'm tempting their cavalry, and they're just not moving, so I might just charge with my lancers very soon here. We've not taken any casualties yet. They are not moving, they're just being stationary, and I'm just going to keep firing. They're not doing anything about it. Right, let's get you friends then into melee. Have you charge in. Lancers, let's get you around the back here and hit their cannon. They're going to let me destroy their cavalry. I'm going to let them... I'm just going to do it. I don't even care. Their cavalry is going to be gone. Very nice. Let's get you out of that. Let's attack here. Attack here and tear apart their cannons on their right flank. Now, they're trying to wheel around and fire into my cavalry, but they've already taken so many losses that I don't think it matters. Can you guys get in here, Lancers, and attack? Right here. Drive their cannons from the battlefield before that unit of infantry can move. Alright, we've crushed one cannon. Taking care of the other one now. They are shattered. Now let's pull my cavalry back before they can fire. And now, with that flank beaten up, let's go in and attack like this with all of you friends. And I want my line infantry to stay where they are, I think, for the time being. Let's get you running. Actually, let's turn you also at an angle to protect my cannons. Ah, crap. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted you to move in like this. Right? Like this. Thank you so much. And you, now they're firing at my line infantry and at my cannons. You friends can spread out like this. And I don't know what they're doing over here. They're not doing much of anything. So, chasseur-cheval, let's get you firing on this flank. Their cavalry has just kind of sat stationary here. Let's get you friends running in. Cannons, you can choose different targets, I think. Let's have you fire here. And here. And here. No, here. and here, and here. And we're going to just fire into their cavalry. Their cavalry is attacking us now. Let's get you into melee. Go to fire at will. They did not make that same mistake with this other group of cavalry, but they are going to get beaten just because they're outnumbered. We've killed their general. Yeah, he's injured. That's all. He's an important general. Important character. That unit is shattered. Get in here, take away their guns. Their infantry is just being very passive. Everything is being very passive, to be honest with you. But now their cannons are all running away now. With these guns, I don't want to get into their infantry too much. I have cavalry superiority. I don't want to lose it. And we've broken that. We've shattered it now. Cav, get out of there now. Run as fast as possible. Get out of that stuff. Get out of that garbage. My cannon is tearing up that unit. Wow. Very nice. Get you friends on the flank here. Like this. And you will soon see the damaging effect of chasseur. Can you get out of that? Run before you all die off. That'd be terrible if you would. You get out of there, chasseur à cheval. Come on. We may lose that unit. That's okay though. Can always recruit more. Cannons are not doing that much damage now. Let's get you friends firing over here. You fire here. Thank you. You also right here. Can you get out of here, cavalry? God damn it. Right over here. Run. Run as fast as possible. I do not want you in melee anymore. Run. Right here. Run. Yeah, you're gonna get chopped up, aren't you? Let's move you friends now. More like this. The top of this hill here. Or this ridge anyway. It's not really a huge hill, but it is a ridge. We have cut up their their right flank. Now we're going to pull you in here a little bit more, like so. Cannon, fire here, fire here. Thank you. You can also fire here. Their general is trying to attack my line, and he's getting shot to pieces. And my cavalry, you're not going to be that useful right now, so let's just get you. At least to protect my flank for the time being, anyway. Cannon is slicing through that line, and look at my chasseur. Oh my lord. That is fantastic. That is beautiful. Alright, let's get you now firing into canister right here. You guys get into canister and fire right here. You friends. Keep firing, I think, right here. For now. You are getting destroyed. Beautiful. Cavalry, because this is a field battle, it is not a settlement battle. I will try to destroy as many of their units as possible, completely destroy them. Alright, the general is wavering, he's running away. You friends get into canister and fire here. You friends can also get into canister and fire here. We should tear them up quite quickly here. This unit... Yeah, our shots are going through there. I think we're going to win there anyway. It's just a holding force. Look at that fire. And cavalry, let's get you on the flank. Ready to cut them up when they run. And they will break. And let's get all of my cannon into regular shot, round shot, and start hammering on this area here. And fire into it, tear them up as much as possible. Can we hit in here? Not really, huh? Yeah, we're bouncing up and over. So let's have you stop now. This is chasseur à cheval, is that right? Let's get you friends back into fire at will. Move up here. Hopefully fire into them. Now you can get over here. Kill as many of these idiots as possible. Chasseur à cheval, fire, good. Now, get into melee. You are in melee. Charge. I don't have to do this, but I'm going to, just because I want to. Get in here. You've not lost... Really? You've lost that many men. Why? You're being fired upon? You get into melee. They're not firing upon you. I don't understand what the problem is. Oh, they're trying to get me into friendly fire. Okay, back up. General is coming to fight my lancers. That's not going to work too well. Alright.
Sir, our general is under attack.
What? Stray bullets. Doesn't matter. Alright. Let us pull you over here. Fire into these units. They're trying to get on my flank. Which is, I mean, it might be useful if they had some more units than just these few. And this unit, I think, probably will also try and get on my flank. So I'm going to pull you forward then. Cut that unit off. Their general is shattered. Fantastic. Let's go and attack their lancers here. Your friends can pull up here again. Take another shot if possible. You should be reloaded. Yeah, if I wanted to, I could just charge my cav in, but it doesn't really make sense for me to do that, I think. I might as well try to conserve as many as possible, just because there is a Russian army, I believe in the vicinity here. So they're firing on their flank. They are getting shot to bits. Look at that. That's wonderful. This unit could potentially go in charge, although I don't think that isn't particularly necessary at this point. Chasseur Cheval, you have wasted them. Very nice. Charging in and shatter them. Is the unit firing? It is. Okay. I'm going to actually move my chasseur in here and just finish them off like this. Make a nice long sweep with my chasseur. That should handle it, I think. A little bit more like that. My lancers are getting a bit beat up. It's okay though. We could charge on them. No. That's not what I wanted. I want your friends to continue to fire here. Who did I say do that? I forget. Anyway, let's get your friends moving. Run. Lancers are getting stuck in here. It shouldn't be too big of a deal. You friends, if you want to, can go up here. Cut them down. Chasseur Cheval doing relatively well. I mean, it's not really what they're there for, what they're supposed to do, but they are killing them, and they have shattered them, so that's perfectly fine. We've shattered this unit as well. This is my lancers. No, this is my Chasseur Cheval, not my lancers. Okay. We have beaten them down. All right, let's continue firing here. Let's go a little bit faster speed. Cutting those fools down. You're off the map basically. They are off the map, I mean. Let's get your friends here. Cut that unit up. Let's go and cut this unit up now. You can get out of fire at will. You just go and cut them down. Your friends can also get out of fire at will. Don't need to fire anymore. Alright. This unit is beaten down. We have only 33 left. So, these guys are still on the map. Okay. How many do they have left? 86. We could go and try and go and kill them anyway. They have anything else on the map here? Just a few of these fools who are running towards my men, which is not going to be advantageous to them. They're gone. These friends here, let's go and kill them. And they should run into a hail of fire from my own men, right? Potentially? Maybe? Possibly? No? Alright, let's go and cut them down. And what else have we got here? How many are left here? 40? 46? Yeah, it's a few too many. And also get you friends in here as well. Cut them down. Let's get you to not attack. Because you're probably just going to fire into my own ranks.
The men are fatigued,
I know, they're tired. It's too bad. I don't care. I really don't care. In all honesty, I couldn't care less. Alright, so we're cutting them down. How many do they have left? 40, 39, 20. Fantastic. Alright. That's about all we need to kill. So let's exit out of the battle here. Can we exit out of the battle? Yes. Quit battle. Decisive victory? Yeah, I'd say so. Not a wonderful battle by any means, but it worked well with my cavalry, taking care of their cavalry and then their guns, just beating them piecemeal, basically. And, yeah, I don't know, the AI was just being kind of dumb. It wasn't a great battle by me. It was much more just the AI being kind of stupid and very, very standoffish. So, Excuse me as I drink some water. I'm just being honest. It wasn't a great battle, but at any rate, we did win it, and that will keep the Austrians weak in that sector, because Massena is going to just be actively defending that area, while Napoleon hopefully will be pushing on Vienna very soon. I'm a little bit concerned about attacking Vienna straight away, and at any rate, Napoleon's movement points are used up for this turn, so we'll be just pulling Napoleon back for the time being, just so he can replenish. Yeah, we lost 451. Let's see. We lost 120 that unit of chasseurs fell, mostly because they wouldn't pull out when I told them to. Velocity of line killed a few. Chasseurs did very well, as is per usual. Cannons, 8-pounders, yeah, actually not so bad. Probably mostly when they started to move towards the center and I hit them with canister. You still haven't gotten the point, have you? I'm not going to fight that. I'm just going to destroy them. And I did, and they're dead now, and that's wonderful. Get you back into Munich, and you can get back into Munich. And let's see, recruitment-wise, we do have a unit of Fusilier of Line coming in, so wonderful. All right, what I could do is, and I may actually merge this unit and that unit, and that will allow me to get another unit of Lancers, while also allowing me to replenish a little bit faster. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Now, I don't know what else they have in Munich. Or sorry, not in Munich, Vienna. I can see some of what they have. That's a full stack, and Napoleon needs to replenish a titch. So that's what I'm going to do with him. You will move into Zagreb. Let's end the turn. My spy is just kind of looking around. They are sending more units in and around Vienna. And that's going to be a bit problematic. They are coming out to fight me, are they? Should I fight this or should I retreat? I think it probably would make sense for me to retreat. It's because I would like to move back into my own territory. I know that's not a very Napoleonic thing to do, but I think that that's necessary at this point. It's because he needs to replenish, and that also means that I can, after replenishing, hopefully go back. Those armies are drawing back in. But what I'm going to do instead, I think, is if I can draw some of their armies out, I may actually leave Zagreb. Ooh, you're... damn Russians. Leave Zagreb. Hopefully that will suck one of their armies into Zagreb. I can always bring Napoleon back, and that would weaken them because I could beat them then piecemeal. I could do that. I don't know how they will react, but it could be fun. Okay, let's see. Research and technology. All right. Instead of doing this, I want you to study this. Mass mobilization first, then we'll do public schooling. All right. Okay. Lots of money. Wonderful. And Fusilier of Line in Munich. And I need to find that Russian army, if possible. I'm going to send you friends on a scouting party. And if you get destroyed, at least I find that army. And there they are. And let's just auto-resolve that. We lost, but we found the army. So now you cannot be ambushed. Let us go and attack them. We should be able to destroy them. Yeah, I'm going to fight it. Probably. Yeah, I'm going to have to, I think. So, yes, I did sacrifice 3 units of militia. They're relatively cost-free, though. So, and then the point of that, again, was just to reveal that ambush. They attacked the wrong army, and they attacked a very small army. And even though they destroyed it, it is not a big deal. So, all right. We have got Mikhail Kutuzov, or Kutuzov. And, again, Massena. So, no battles with Napoleon this episode, but we have 2 battles. Hopefully, this one will finish without much of a hitch. We should be able to just pound them to dust. I know they have some cav and some guns, but I think we have more of both. We just outnumber them overall, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. But it needs to be fought because auto-resolving probably would cost me way too many men. So I'm going to fight this myself. And yeah, thank all of you again for watching this campaign and watching this episode. If you do like the episode, if you like the campaign, please do remember to like and subscribe to my channel, where you can get daily uploads of Total War. So either it's Napoleon or Attila, or coming soon Shogun 2, or what else? Rome 2. Potentially some Medieval 2 at some point. And also Empire. I will be playing some Empire in the future. But those are the big ones. The big ones right now, of course, are Rome 2 and with my Hannibal at the Gates campaign, and Napoleon, which I've been playing a lot of recently, and I really enjoy it because even though Napoleon is not a new game, it's relatively new to me. I just bought it a couple of months ago, and I really like it. So, if you can't tell, I've been just Napoleon, bang, 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 almost every day, or at least every other day, because I enjoy the game so much. All right, I'm actually... They've got me as... Okay, I'm attacking, yeah. Let's take a look at what they've got here. They've got grenadiers. They've got horse artillery. They've got lancers, Cossack cat. Those guys are nasty. They've got more... Yeah, they've only got two units of guns, and a bunch of infantry and 2 units of cavalry. So we should be okay. Shouldn't be much of a problem. Now, I want to take a quick look at the terrain here. The terrain is not in my favor when it comes to cannons. So I might just pull my cannons back to this area, potentially. Does that work? That might work better, I think. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Alright, so cannons will probably be on the front side of this ridge. Damn rain. I'm waiting for the guy to say that ridiculous thing he always says whenever it rains. Let's see. Yeah, that's about as good as it's going to get. I should be able to fire over my men, though, which is a boon to me. And I can actually probably do a breakthrough battle because my area is so small here. Let's just pull my forces back so I can get a good look at the terrain. And that guy did not say, "Oh, it's terrible rain, powder." So, at any rate, I don't have my lancers, so I have to be a little bit careful with my cavalry. I'll probably mass them on one side and hope that my infantry can handle the other units. Let's take all of my cav, as I said. First, let's do my infantry, I think, though. Let's take all of you, and we're going to put you probably in just a long line in the front. Like this. And chasseur, we'll probably put my chasseur... Can we get all of you? Thank you. Chasseur, let's put you here. In kind of a reserve, but we'll probably swing you around through the town, potentially, and hit them on the left flank. Massena, they do have cannon, but I can pull him back probably to here or behind that hill. Or maybe even here behind this hill. That's what I'll probably do. Meanwhile, all of my cav will be on my right flank. Probably. I could put my lancers on my left flank just to protect my chasseur, and so I probably shall. So 1 unit of lancers here. My chasseur cheval in a stronger formation, or at least more, their numbers are here anyway. Protecting my cannon more than anything else, really. And that is probably okay. What I'm going to try and do, I think, is move my infantry through here, with my chasseur coming through the settlement, and hopefully we can hit them on the flank. And I may not be able to get all this battle this episode, but then we'll just continue in the next episode. Let's go ahead and get started. Cannon, all of you friends, I want you to start firing, if you can, probably in this area. Without hitting my men, please. Alright, you, firing over my men, you are going to hold here, protect that flank. You friends are going to come in through here, protect the flank of that unit. And you friends in through here and protect that flank. Now, you might be asking me, Autogarius, what about the chasseur? Well, let me tell you. Chasseur will come up in here, they'll run, because they're light units. They will run. They are running. Are we hitting anything? Cannot be sure. Until I check. Are we hitting anything? Nothing. 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 Okay, well, let's do a little bit of damage here, Canon. There's some damage. Some lovely damage. They are moving their infantry forward. Hopefully that is from their their cannon, not my own. Let's spread you friends out. I'm going to actually refuse this flank back to about here. Yeah, that is from their cannon. Okay. Get you friends running. We're firing over my men, which is wonderful. You guys can probably hear it, as I can. And let's pull my cavalry probably flank protected by that church or whatever that... What is that right there? It's just a farmhouse. Okay, well done. Okay, now. Chasseur, I know you're going to be vulnerable to cavalry charges, but we need you to be tough guys today. And I'm going to send 1 unit here to protect the flank. Well, 3 units. You guys are going to be my main strike force, I think, here. coming through the settlement. So let's go through here and run. A little bit damaged by their cannon fire, but we're okay. We're hitting their cannons at all. We've not, but we hit their infantry. We'd love to be able to hit their cannons if possible. Can we? Let's try. Try to bounce some balls in there. Bounce some balls. Alright. Your friends, can you turn a titch? You can. Light infantry. Yeah, we're going to hit on the flank here. I'm going to try and run you probably through here if possible. There's a unit of cannon and cav right there, and if I can get all three of you to fire on that, you will destroy them. Let's get you friends, all three of you, in here. Running, you could be able to fire on that, and then we'll be able to outflank them and actually hit them from the rear. Oh, I need you to run, though. Alright, we are firing at their cannons. Are we causing any damage? They have only one left, so we must have caused some damage there. I guess. Alright, let's fire at this infantry now. We should not be hitting any of our own men, right? Hopefully that's from their cannon, not mine. Yeah, it is. Okay. Can we hit these fools? Or how about these fools? Can we hit these fools? That'd be lovely if we could, without hitting my own men. I would enjoy that immensely. So even here, these guys, the range on the Chasseurs are amazing. They are firing on the flank of this unit, even though it is slowing down, I think, because of the rain mostly. And friends, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. In our next episode, I will finish this battle. I'm Autogaius Magnus, and I'm signing out.